We're off to Gozo. In Homer's Odyssey, this is the home of Calypso the nymph, and she kept him at it for 7 years, till the gods put a stop to it, but there you go. The Phoenicians, they had a base here at 1000 BC, and in 870, until Roger the Norman took over in 1091, it was called Hardex. I think that's how you pronounce it. In fact, I have no idea how you pronounce anything here in Malta. In 1551, the Ottomans grabbed the entire population of 5,000 and sold them off as slaves in Libya. 3,500 years BCE, the Giant's Tower was built. Folklore has it that the giantess Sansuna carried the stones on her head and piled them up here in a single night.
So what do you reckon?
What do I reckon? I'm going under the guidance of my tour guide here.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and I believe everything he says about the historical significance of everything I'm looking at.
Right. Well, I've no idea about the significance.
It was probably another temple dedicated to the Maltese Venus, a rather plumpish lady given to wearing voluminous skirts and lounging about on a chaise longue.
What would these bits be?
Well, I think you'd put your little statues in there, or there'd be a monk on the top there who'd take your prayers, or they'd put lots of, offerings and.
See why they roped it off, because someone's written "wham" on there.
Ah, yes.
One of Gozo's attractions is the so-called Inland Sea, which is a lagoon connected to the sea by a narrow tunnel cut through the rocks. It's essentially a swimming pool, and divers like to do a bit of cave diving here. The chapel here is devoted to Saint Demetrius, and there is a story about a local woman whose son had been taken by the Moors, who prayed to Saint Demetrius for her son's return, and Saint Demetrius himself was seen riding out on horseback across the sea to rescue them. He would have perhaps done better if it had gone by boat, but, well, legends are legends. This area is supposed to have been protected by the Knights of St. John in order to harvest a fungus here that is said to have had medicinal properties.
Where is this, Helen?
The Citadel.
Yeah.
On Gozo.
On Gozo. That's about all I could say as well.
The Citadel is the fortified bit of the capital of Gozo, which is now named Victoria, like an awful lot of cities in the British Empire. It's been inhabited since the Bronze Age, and first it was the Phoenicians, then the Romans, then the Byzantines and the Arabs, and then Normans, and after that the Turks kidnapped the entire population, after which the Knights of St. John built the Citadel good and proper. It is said to be haunted by a nun who got walled up for breaking her vow of chastity, and also haunted by lots of restless spirits that are supposed to be Turks that were killed during the many raids on the place. But for us, it was just a good place to come and have some wine and have a taste of some Maltese snacks such as pastizi, which is a sort of mushy pea-filled deep-fried pastry. Anyway, so like, share and subscribe. With that, our visit to Malta is concluded.